Hi everyone, thanks again for joining me on Sewer for Good. Today I'm going to talk about the cheaper products out in the marketplace actually saving you money while they're costing you money. And so this is a topic of discussion that comes up all the time, not just within our sales team, and I think even our customers out there that are selling product. I've been traveling around the country over the last couple of months and talking with people from west, north, south and east and all corners of the country, and people are complaining about how there's all this cheap crap that's coming out and driving the prices down. And then I also speak to some of our competitor brands, and more so the ones I talk to are the high profile brands, the ones I've got a lot of respect for. And I was actually talking to one recently, I won't name who they are, but they're a very large international company. Spoke to their head of their R&D division, and it was quite interesting what he told me, that he said that their laboratory is very concerned with what's going on out in the marketplace at the moment. They've tested a number of tile adhesives and waterproof membranes that are claiming all types of performance on their data sheets, and yet when push comes to shove and they actually test it, they said that there were very few that they'd found that can actually meet the compliance. And that's a concern, and this is a discussion we can have over and over again. And I've been sitting around on some roundtable meetings with the industry of recent times, met some great people out in the marketplace. There are a number of good people out in this industry that want to do the right thing. However, what we've got these cheaper products entering the market, and I'm all for making sure customers are making money. Contractors need to make money, they've got to keep their costs down. But when you look at the cheap product, some of these products that I'm seeing out there at the moment, and I'm talking ridiculous pricing, $60, $70, $80 a bucket of membrane. If it's too good to be true, then it's too good to be true. And you need to understand that. There's a reason for it. When you look at some of these cheaper products out there, do they have the backing of the manufacturer, a proper technical department that can actually help you with these issues? How long does it actually take to actually get someone to confirm what's wrong with the product? Because essentially, so many people I see that and hear that call our department here, tech department, telling us of a product they've used, they've had problems with it, and they want to know what primer we've got or what membrane we can use over the top. And it just defeats the purpose. It's sheer madness, because you've actually done the job twice, potentially 3 times, and you've still got this cloud in your mind of, are you going to be able to adhere to it? Are you going to have an effective waterproof finish to it? And so you need to sound out everything, because it's not your upfront cost where you get the saving, it's the long-term one. You need to only go back to that job once, and whatever you think you might have saved on that bucket of membrane has gone down the gurgler just with your hourly rate. You need to understand you've got systems in place that will back you up, manufacturers that can back you up, and get the advice. And I'm not saying Gripset's got all the answers. There are a lot of good players out there, a lot of our counterparts that I've got a lot of respect for from overseas and in locally, that have got some very good products in the marketplace, good people within their organisations that give advice out, but they're the ones you need to look to, and not the ones that are the fly-by-nighters that just come in with a cheap product. Because honestly, anyone can give a dollar coin away for 50 cents. That is the dumbest method, and resellers are under pressure because contractors come in and go, well, I can get it cheaper somewhere else. And I understand they don't want to lose that customer. But then what are we doing to the industry in general from here? We're just driving the quality down. The credibility of waterproofing keeps getting driven down. And this is the trade that we talk about that's not recognised as a trade, but no one's taking it seriously, because the fact is we keep thinking about, are cheaper products making us more money? And I'll tell you, when you analyse that over a period of time, the cheaper products are costing you money. There's one thing to have a product that gives you good value, okay, but don't go for cheap and nasty just because it's cheap, because the nasty bit is the one that will hurt you. You can make to pay for it. So they're the things you need to look for. Do the data sheets stack up to test reports? Is there a technical service department? Are there people on the road that can help you? That's the key piece. Can it be actually seen? Have they got a track record or some sort of historic field that they can show you of where their products have been used previously? And other clients, if people ring us up and say, hey, can we have some references of where your products have been used? We've got a stack of that we'll give you. And I know there's other brands out there that will do the same. But some of these cheaper brands, are they? And can they? And that's what you need to start asking the question on. And so always look for the product that's right for your project. Don't just some people get seduced by the price and go, right, that price is $70 a bucket, I'm going to find a use for it. Instead of actually knowing the job you've got to do, what are the conditions, what's the application, what's the surface, the challenges, and then find that best product. And you can still find a system that'll fit what you need, because at the end of the day, you as a contractor, if you're out there doing work for your client, they need to be able to refer you to future work and get you back in, even if it's a once-off client, but can they refer you onwards? And you need to ensure that you're protecting your future, your business name, and let's make sure we're protecting the industry, because the industry needs to move forward. We need to put a stop to all this crap that's going on out there with these cheap products and failures, and start moving forward. And I've been saying this around the table a lot of recent times, treat our industry like the electrical and gas industry is treated. No one takes a risk with wires or gas because of an explosion. With waterproofing, we need to understand that explosion might not come immediately, but it might come 5, 6, 7 years down the track, and it still leaves a bad taste in the mouth of who's experienced those problems. So ensure you understand what are the benefits versus the value on that price you're being quoted on that cheaper product, and understand that cheap is always something that's going to linger with doubt in someone's mind. Quality and value is something you need to look at. Doesn't mean it's expensive, doesn't mean you've got to be paying a premium, but all the little things that you get for that. Because when you're getting something that might be, someone told me last week in Melbourne, they saw something for $48 that's being sold out there direct from some backyard manufacturer. How can you be taken serious in that way? So understand that there's a cost that comes with that, and if you're the sucker that's buying those sorts of products, chances are you're going to be the sucker that's going to be dealing with the issues later, because they definitely will not be able to afford the backup to give you when those issues come around. And so this is where we're trying to ensure that, I'm not plugging Gripset here. We're out there playing our part in an industry that's trying to move forward, but the contractor, the builder, the consultants, the suppliers all play a big part in this. And so let's get on board and make sure we're picking the right product for the right application that can do the job that will last. Any questions, fire them my way. If you've got comments, I'd love to hear from you. If you've used that $48 product, I'd love to hear from you as well. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you on Still for Good then.